Dear Buttercup, when I arrived in Jodhpur, I headed to the city center. Since it wasn't far away, I decided to walk. I ended up walking past makeshift tents near the main road where whole families were living, with little children begging. Obviously, I didn't take pictures, so I'm showing something completely different right now, but I just want to share this story. Since I arrived in India, it wasn't the first time that I saw people in extreme poverty, but this time it really overwhelmed me. Once I finally reached the clock tower, I sat there on the sidewalk for a long time and just contemplated how unfair life is and how privileged I am. This trip definitely evokes a lot of emotions. I wonder how much these fun months will influence the rest of my life. The next day, I started at Meranger Fort. It's not only really pretty, but definitely serves as your daily exercise with its 1,000 steps. I love the inner courtyards and the beautifully decorated palace rooms. My favorite spot was next to the temple in the fort, from where there was a great view of the blue city. After a few hours at the fort, I started walking down to the city through a local neighborhood in search of lunch, but instead of a restaurant, I found a stepwell that was so pretty that I couldn't help but forget that I haven't eaten yet, and sat there for quite a while. I really enjoyed the atmosphere. A guy offered to take my photo, and we started chatting. By now, I'm really paranoid and immediately wondered if he would turn out to be some self-proclaimed tour guide who wants my money. But this time, I met someone who turned out to be a genuine, helpful, and hospitable person. We ended up visiting Mandor Garden together. The garden is amazing and definitely worth a visit, even if it's a bit further from the city center. We walked around a bit and then just sat in the temple, sometimes chatting and sometimes lost in our own thoughts. Finally, we had lunch together. We had typical local dishes that were absolutely delicious. Then I just wanted to stroll around the blue buildings of the center. However, most of them weren't blue at all. Even though from bird's eye view the city looks blue, there are only certain small streets where enough of the buildings are blue that visitors can take nice photos. As a result, this area is kinda touristy, even though locals live in the houses that are just like the ones in any other small street, except for their color and the beautiful paintings on them. This area is also a nice spot to enjoy the sunset or go to a rooftop cafe. With love, Buttercup.